Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Just another update on where we're at now currently in the market with all the extra gains that we've seen recently. So we're seeing here again the market cap is steadily going up towards the 2.5 trillion. So even though as we speak here we've got a few red ones, so some of these seem to be going down, but as the market cap overall is going up, it just shows that money is still in the space. So might be some profit taken from them and then rolling into some of the other ones. So the main thing is to try and keep the money in the market. So, and this seems to be what's going on. As we can see, we're not going to see huge gains on a daily basis because the value is sitting at quite a substantial amount now, but every green day is still great in my eyes. So we're seeing maybe a bit of profit taken for Cardano because that was on a bit of a tear there because of the Africa deal just been announced, and there's plenty more good news that I'm just about to share with you in this video. So we're seeing here all-time highs again for Ethereum. This must be about the 10th one in the last 2 weeks, about the 10 days. We've seen all-time highs. Brilliant to see, but I think we're going to see a bit of a cool off coming up shortly in my mind. There seems to be a lot of money flowing into Ethereum just now, and just bear in mind that they've still got the gas fees and the congestion issues, so I don't think it's going to go up much more in my opinion. I think we're going to see more money coming out and trickling into the lower cap ones like Cardano and Polkadot. Now, the difference between Cardano and Ethereum is, well, obviously Ethereum's the dominant one. That's got the more projects on it, but there's more and more bullish news coming on to Cardano, and we could easily see a 4 or 5x from where we are at the moment. Now, I don't think we're going to see the market cap being as high as what Ethereum is at the moment, but who knows? Crypto is crypto, and it seems to do what it wants. So there is times where I've thought that there's no way that these coins will be ever at what they're at just now, and it just shows you that anything can happen. Now, I did notice earlier that this one here, I don't know whether this is a Dogecoin counterpart. I think this is maybe going to be another pump and dump coin of some sort. I don't really know anything about it. I just noticed it's just jumped straight in at almost 7 billion market cap. It just seems a bit extreme, and I think you only see gains like this if it's some rich investor that's behind it pumping it. Possibly not, it might be a genuine project. I don't really know what it is. I've just noticed it just came straight in here and it's jumped right above some of the other ones like your Pancake Swap, Crypto.com, Matic, all these good projects, and this one's come straight in above it. So I don't really know, I would need to look more into this, but when you see this sort of circulating supply, you've got to be a bit cautious with where this price is going to go. Yes, it's very cheap, but when you see gains like this in one day, you don't want to be FOMOing into it just now. You want, if you were going to be investing in it, I would certainly say wait till it cools off a bit. I mean, this is one hell of a pump. So Cardano, Polkadot, Pancake Swap even is kind of sitting round about the same sort of price we've seen pretty much all week, slightly down on the 7-day, but again had quite a decent wee run there, and then it's cooling off, so nothing to worry about there. So the Cardano situation, now we've got a few good news that's came out on it recently, where this Sundae swap is going to be, it's going to be the first Cardano blockchain DeFi exchange platform. Now this one you cannot buy into it yet. They're saying that it should be launched about August, so this is one to keep an eye on if you do have any sort of Cardano, this is definitely the exchange to be looking for. This would be similar to your pancake swap for Binance, or your Uniswap for Ethereum. It's the same sort of thing. So, and you've seen recently how well some of these exchanges and swaps are doing, where you've seen pancake swap going up, you've seen Uniswap going up, and you've seen bake swap. Bake swap has done some tears recently. I think when I last saw it, it was up about 600% in the week. It certainly is went there. It's went from $1 right up to almost, what was that there? Peak $7.50. It's done like a 7x in just a couple of days. So you can see the demand on these are certainly very, very good. Now this is another Binance one, but the other one, like I say, now that we're starting to see this Sundae swap on for Cardano, and it is only the one where with Bake and Cake and Ape, they're all on Binance, where the Sundae swap is going to be, as it says there, first Cardano blockchain DeFi exchange platform. This is definitely the one to watch if you're going to be considering holding on to Cardano and wanting to see Cardano doing very well in the near future, and you want to see these gains that I think is going to happen. This is the one to watch. So I will try and keep you up to date as soon as I find out more on this. There's not a great deal that I can find at the moment. You can always just check it yourself, guys, and you'll be able to see. If you want to keep an eye on the Discord as well, there's a Discord group that you can join if you just look on their website, and there'll be any updates will be mentioned on this Discord chat. Another one is this here. So this is also going to probably boost both of them, but probably more Cardano, I would say, because of the massive gains Ethereum's already have. Now this could already be priced in, some of these. So I mean, we've already seen, you can look at a number of sites and you'll see the up and coming projects and news for these Cardano and Ethereum, so it could already be priced in the gains, but I think that Cardano's got a long way to go yet. So this Ocam.fi reveals first ever Ethereum to Cardano liquidity bridge. So I think this is another very, very good news for Cardano going forward, and it's basically you'll be able to basically move about the liquidity from Ethereum to Cardano, which is ultimately a very good thing for it. Project launching through Ocam Razor will be able to make use of the cross-chain bridge, giving projects planning to launch on Cardano access to Ethereum's user base and liquidity, which is outstanding, superb. So I think another very good thing for Cardano to come. I know these things are taking a long time. They seem to be taking forever to come out, and I think a lot of people are getting a bit fed up with Cardano and taking money away. Like I heard the other day, some of the investors were taking money out of Cardano and putting it into ALTCOIN because they were making far greater gains. But you've also got to remember, out of the 50 million circulating supply of Cardano, 35 million is staked, it's held and staked in locked staking accounts. So 72% of all Cardano is locked up. So they've not got that much circulating supply, which is a very positive sign. And also that means if that's not getting traded, it's not getting sold, and it is getting held there. So I think that Cardano's got a massive way to go yet. And it says that, there's some of them predicting that Cardano could go to even higher than $3, $4, even $5. So yes, very, very positive news, and I've not sold any Cardano. I've been holding it since 30 cents, and I think we've got a long way to go. And with this Sundae swap coming out soon is ever more positive. So yeah, very good. And because we've got a slight correction on the price today, if you were going to be buying in, I would say now's your time. You're not going to get much more opportunities at this price, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor here, guys. You make your own decision. You can do your own due diligence. It's easiest time now to do it, where you've got all this access to these websites and YouTubers. I definitely think that if you were going to buy in, buy it when you see a slight correction. Don't be buying it up at the top. Don't FOMO in when it's going up. You want to try and buy in when it's done a bit of a retracement. So, but overall, very, very good in my opinion. So yes, I think we're going to be hitting the 2.5 trillion any day now. This money's trickling in. Bitcoin dominance is still dropping, which means I think we're in a pretty much good position for altcoins. We're in the macro altcoin season, and then we'll go to the micro after that, which is the kind of below the billion market cap. So very, very good news on all of this. Let's have a wee look at Bitcoin and Ethereum on the let's have a wee look on the, that's not what I'm looking for, that's what I'm looking for here. So we've got these support and resistance lines. Let's see. Now, I've not obviously altered this from the last time, guys, so you can see here that we've been hitting the 58.5, hitting the 58.5, hitting the, remember, if it keeps hitting the same resistance line, it will break through eventually. It just means that the bulls are in control. If it keeps hitting, it's going to break through. Now, what we want to see is, so it's been touching it, and then broke through it. But what you want it to do is come up and try and find support round about this. Now, you want this resistance to act as support. So we've got a green dot here on the market cipher, which could indicate a wee bit of a step up, maybe not. You want probably to see more of these green dots below the zero line, which is below the, so this line here is the line here is the moving average. So if you get a candle close above it, it's above the zero line. If a candle close below it, it's below the zero line. You want to see more of these green dots below for a step up. So yes, we've had a nice wee gain from, what time are we on here? We've had a gain from about here first thing this morning, so we've had a bit of a jump of maybe up at the kind of highest point, maybe about 7-8%, which is very, very good for Bitcoin in one day. But yes, we're seeing this kind of step about, which is perfectly normal, as you can see if you look back. So nothing to worry about. What you can maybe do is, if you're kind of seeing it coming off this support line, you can maybe take a breather, take some profits, buy back in, take profits, buy back in, take profit. You could do this if you've got time to keep an eye on it. It's very hard if you're doing other things in the day, but if you're doing crypto full time, then yes, you've got the time to do it. And if you've got the patience and the extra cash, you can keep buying the dips, and ultimately you're on the road to success. So yeah, very good for that. I keep moving these trend lines here. If we have a look at Ethereum, I think we're just pretty much going to the moon on this one. We're not having a lot of retracement here. It just seems to be going up all the time. If you maybe put in you could see a bit of a, if you do it on the wicks here, you could see a bit of a, and you could argue that it's doing this sort of pattern, or you could have also, I suppose you could also argue that it was doing a bit of a, say it's here, you could have argued maybe that it was going towards this point and then it's just broken out. Or you could also argue that it's running in this channel here. If it is running in the channel, say for instance, let's stop that, start this one from those two contact points there, you could possibly argue that it's just bouncing in this ascending triangle, but it is making higher highs, higher lows. So yeah, we just need to see how this pans out. If this rejects from this point and comes down, then we could pretty much say we're still in this channel. If we break out, we could argue then we're on the next step up for Ethereum. So where's the next point going to be? You could argue that it's going to be, say for instance you took it from, you could say, what's that, 12% up, and you could say also you could measure it from there, I suppose, as well. You could measure it, say, from this point. You could say it's going up. I would say the safest bet is to say that it could break up to 4,000 as a also psychological level. You could say, I would say that if you're in a long trade, I would be looking to take profits round about the 4,000 in my opinion. At least take profits at that point. Yeah, I would definitely say that. Just remember that this is on a bit of a tear here, and it's going to have a bit of a 10-20% retracement at some point, and 4,000 in my opinion is going to be a perfect point for that to do that. Let's see a bit of Cardano. Let's have a wee look at Cardano. So what we're saying here, we could say here we've got a what could we say here? We've got a bit of we could say here that we've got a bit of support maybe on this position here, not quite at that bit. You could take it right along. Yeah, you could probably say that's a bit of a resistance there. Well, support it would be a support because we're above it now. We've not really had much of a resistance at that point there. It's support, but like I say, that also works the same way with so when Bitcoin was hitting that 58.5 and then broke through, you could also say with Cardano it's hitting this support and it might fall back down. It may do, again, opportunity to dollar cost average and break in, but with all this bullish news coming, I wouldn't be surprised if this hit $2 soon. So just keep the overall picture in mind. Just think long term. Don't think about this dropping down. Yes, we're on a bit of a channel coming down. Well, I'll just go to the trend line. We could say that it's coming down like that. I suppose we could say that it's coming down like that, but I don't think, I certainly wouldn't be shorting it. Definitely wouldn't be shorting it. So we've got a bit of a position here. You could say maybe the all-time high as resistance. You could also see this sort of area as support, and then you could see if it bounces about between that area. So yeah, still looking good. BNB is the last one I'm going to have a wee look at. We're looking good here again. We're still down from the all-time high, which was, what was that? It was over the 700. Yeah, it must have been the 700 line. Again, psychological level. So bear in mind that we will have that as being, I would say, take it from roughly I wouldn't even see the wicks, just say it's roughly about there, maybe. What have I done there? Wrong. You want to put it on a trend line, say about there. You can extend it beyond to here. Right, so this is what we're looking at roughly. I would also say maybe about there. You could possibly say there, maybe. Could do. So we're looking round about this sort of level. I mean, you could put one here and one there, but you want to see the kind of major trend lines here. So I would say, yeah, if we're in sort of this sort of area and bouncing about or even above the moving average, I think we're still doing well here. So yeah, I think just keep an eye on that or you could even look at, have a look at the hourly one. Let's see we could still use these same ones. So yeah, I would say keep an eye on this, maybe worth a wee retest down for the, if you were taking out a long position or even want to buy in. I would wait to retest on the moving average round about the 660. If this keeps coming up slightly, you might be maybe about 670. I would say wait till it retraces back to the moving average, and then a wee position in would be nice. So yeah, overall very, very good. Let's have a wee look at the gainers and losers. Yep, so as we thought, this is the big gainer today. This will be the next one that we're all talking about instead of Doge. Don't know what's going to happen tonight with Elon Musk talking about various things and probably maybe trying to pump his coin. Or not his coin, it's Dogecoin. And apparently the founder of Dogecoin sold all his Doge right at the very start and bought a Honda Civic. And he sold all his Doge for a Honda Civic, and if he'd kept hold of it, he could have bought the entire Honda company, because now it's worth more. I think Honda's worth 50 billion, Doge is worth 88 billion. So, or at least when I last saw, that's what it was at. Let's have a wee look. It was at 83 now. 83. So Dogecoin is worth more than Honda. He sold his coins for a Honda car, and now he could have bought the entire company. So it just shows you how crazy these values are going and how quick they are scaling. So, but in my opinion, the ones to watch would be Cardano and Cake, but also when Sundae swap comes out, this is definitely going to be one I'm going to be buying into, and I think we're going to see similar gains as we do Bake and Cake and Uniswap. There's some names with all this food, but don't be put off by the silly names. It just seems to be this is the way that these swaps are named. They all seem to be named these funny food names. So, but I think this is, if you hold Cardano, this is going to be the one to watch. And I think yeah, very bullish news for ADA. So, but if you like these wee short videos, guys, just give me a wee thumbs up, if you can subscribe, comment if you would like me to cover anything in particular, and but that's all for me, guys. So see you next time. Bye.